All right, we're back on quarterfinal day. And now we've got one of the most random matches of the quarterfinals. Lehecka versus Landaluce. Now, you're probably wondering, how did we get here? How did this happen? What happened to get this match? Where are the people that we are used to seeing here? Well, that's a great question. So, Landaluce, he took out Khachanov, and he took out Korda. Now, Korda took out Alcaraz. So, Alcaraz, obviously, this was his area. This was his section. This was his quarterfinal. But he lost to Korda. Landaluce then beat Korda, and he makes it here as a qualifier. Lehecka, he beat Quinn, who beat Rude, and then he beat Fritz, who beat Opelka, who beat Draper. So Rude, Draper, Fritz were all in that section. Lehecka makes the quarters instead. So that's how he got here. Winner of this match will take on Paul versus Feast tonight. Paul or Feast in a couple of days. But yeah, so it's a very random top half of the draw. You know, with Musetti withdrawing, Djokovic not playing, Demonor, Bublik losing, Alcaraz, Fritz losing, right? Top half of the draw is very, very open, and it's going to be a new finalist. I think. I don't think Paul's made a final of a thing yet, so it's going to be a new finalist of a 1,000, which is great to see because we used to seeing the same finalists all the time. All right. So let's see how this one goes. I have no idea what to expect from this. Maybe it's straight sets, maybe it's easy, maybe it's an epic. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't even know who's going to win. Lehecka's supposed to win, but then he might not. Because Landaluce's been beating guys like Lehecka all week. The top half of the draw is basically like what Shanghai was last year. A little bit, yeah. Does have that vibe. And then, yeah, after this, tonight, we have Sabalenka versus Baptiste. Tiafoe has had such a brilliant tournament and battled back from the brink against Menchik, Sinner in 2. Cool. Rafa Academy churning out the stars, yeah. But I'm going to... That might be true, but also you've got to remember that the Rafa Academy have got scouts, and they're going to scout the best talent. So they might be churning out stars, and their program obviously enhancing players and getting them to be, and guiding them into the big tour. But you've also got to remember that they'll be out there scouting for the best talent because they can, also they can use the Rafa name to enhance, get the best people in. So it goes a bit both ways. Like, yeah, they're creating superstars, but also a lot of really talented players are going there or getting scouted by by the Rafa Academy, because it's Rafa's Academy. So it's both. It goes a bit both. Like, I don't think they're grabbing a bunch of random people off the streets and turning them into superstars. I think they're finding the talent to then enhance them into professionals. Or people are going there, right? People are, going to the Rafa Academy to become a pro. So it's a bit of both. Because I'm sure there's people that went to the Rafa Academy that didn't become professional tennis players, right? I mean, I don't think it's 100% strike rate. Tennis is a bit of luck too, right? That'd be a cooler way, though. What, picking up randoms off the street and turning them into stars? Well, that's... Is that American Idol? All right. Landaluce is going to serve first. We've watched him once, I think. So let's see what he's got. Apparently he's got a big booming serve. I don't know. Landaluce for the upset or something. I'm going to go Landaluce. Why not? Forehand slice. He's had a great week. Let's see it continue. Backhand goes in to the backhand of Landaluce. Backhand again from Lehecka. Landaluce forehand. Into the front of Lehecka. Landaluce up the line goes wide. And it's love 15. Love 15. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Landaluce, he goes up the line for a winner. Beautiful shot, 15-all. 15-all. Landaluce serves again. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Is that Alcaraz's manager in the house? Is he watching Landaluce as well? Is he managing all Spanish players? Is that his manager? It was his manager, right? That was Alcaraz's manager. Backhand to backhand rally. Landaluce backhand goes wide and it's 15-30. Little chance here for Lehecka to get an early break. $15.30. Good serve down the tee. Lehecka in the net on the return, 30-all. $30-all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand from Landaluce as we have forehand now from Lehecka. Landaluce in the forehand netted. That's 30-40 break point for Lehecka. Rafa Academies for rich kids. Annual fee costs 100,000 euros per year. Swiatek landed in Mallorca today. She will be training there for the next few weeks. I'm sure they give out scholarships though. 30-40. As with a serve. And it's a fault from Landaluce. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Landaluce. Four now from... backhand from Lehecka. Lehecka in the net. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. As Landaluce wins the point and gets to advantage. Oh, the Spanish Tennis Federation sponsor players. Okay, so yeah, if you want to go to the Rafa Academy, you could probably get a... I mean, that's actually not a bad... That's also a good point. Like, I don't think it's just rich kids. Like if the I mean that goes for every organization. I'm sure that if like the Australian Tennis Federation, like the Australian Tennis Australia, want to like, if you want to go to the Rafa Academy and they believe that that's going to enhance your chances of becoming a champion, Tennis Australia probably help with the fee, or maybe I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I'm sure that you'd be able to get sponsored by your tennis federation if they truly believe that you're going to be a champion for their country. So yeah, Spanish Tennis Federation. By the way, Spanish tennis besides Rafa. You know, there've been obviously, Verdasco and Ferrer and a couple of players, but overall it's been pretty tough, Spanish tennis, over the last, without Rafa, it's been, they haven't produced too many young players in the last 10 years until Alcaraz came along. And now they've got a few more. You think of Carreño Busta, he was sort of like the up-and-coming Spanish guy while Rafa was still the king, right? So it makes sense that they would be sponsoring players because Spain have they now through Rafa are a big tennis nation that we expect a lot from. So they're probably like, shit, we better keep this up. Lucky they got Alcaraz and Landaluce is another one. There's a couple of good Spanish players. I mean, Fekina's been there too, right? Davidovich Fekina. Yeah, Hodar as well. Another one. There's Landaluce. He's a lovely volley winner. 15 all. But it makes sense that the federations would be sponsoring young players to, or what do you call it? Not sponsoring. Well, yeah, sponsoring, but like helping young players, right? If they need to find, if they're talented, but can't afford it. All right, backhand to backhand as that goes out by Lehecka, 15-30. As a return goes in the forehand of Lehecka, and Lehecka puts that away, 30 all. Wim has unfollowed only Daria from the entire Swiatek team. You need to go outside and you need to touch grass. And if you've read that online, then the person who figured that out needs to go with you to get some fresh air and touch it. Because if that is, you're bringing that to the chat, bro, you get off your phone. you need to shut down the phone. You need no phone for 24 hours. That's too much. That's some scary levels of unemployed activity. 1-1. That's unemployed behavior. What are we doing? I'm unemployed and I'm not even doing that. I don't need to know that shit. What are we doing? 1-1. God damn. All right, back to Landaluce. You have guts to watch this game? Game 3, it'll be 3 tiebreaks? I hope so. That'd be awesome. All right, 1-1. As that goes in the net by Lehecka, 15-love. Somebody else said that Wim's wife unfollowed as well. Oh, God. What part of the internet are you on so I can avoid it? Are you in like a deep rabbit hole Telegram group or something? Like, where are you? Where are you finding this nonsense? Like, where are you? I need to avoid. It's like, this can't be mainstream. You must be in some like social media dungeon or something. That's crazy. Who knows this shit? 15-all. What the hell? That takes a next level. That's next level. You want to be an investigator? Go get a degree. Go get the job. Don't just. Social media investigator is a wild way to spend your time. 30-15. And I'm making fun of it because it's like, what does that tell us? Nothing. Unless you want to put on a tinfoil hat and conspirathize, which is my word. I don't do any social media except YouTube. Yeah, I'm getting to that point too. I'm using social media for work purposes only. Or I'm actually doing an experiment on Instagram at the moment. As that goes out by Landaluce, 30-all. I'm doing it because we all know that algorithms promote they'll show you what you want, what you watch, right? So if you watch something bad, you'll get more bad stuff. If you want to watch something good, get more good stuff. I'm only watching funny stuff. Things that make me laugh, that's all I'm watching. I don't give a shit about anything else. If it makes me laugh, so the algorithm knows that, this guy likes to laugh. We're only going to send him happy videos. That's all I want. I don't give a shit about anything else. Give me comedy. Give me a laugh. And if social media starts getting dark and I'm not laughing, I'm deleting it. I'm putting the algorithm to work. You give me something to laugh about. If you don't make me laugh, you're gone. I'm firing you. That's what I'm doing. That's my experiment. If it doesn't work for a week, I'll get rid of it anyway. 30-all. Is it a 400 rally? Up the line to the backhand of Landaluce. Is it Lehecka backhand again in the backhand slice to Landaluce. Into the backhand of Lehecka. Lehecka's the backhand up the line. We're going to break point. 30-40. All right. Break point for Lehecka. Return goes in the net by Lehecka. Good serve, Landaluce. Deuce. Be careful what you laugh at before it happens to you. I'm not laughing at people. I'm laughing with people. They're telling jokes. All right, deuce. Laughing is good for you. More people should laugh. It's fun. Laughing makes you feel good. All right, good second serve. Jesus, that was loud. All right, advantage Landaluce. That's crazy. Advantage Landaluce. The only time I laugh at something is when somebody in the chat says something ridiculous. And we all make fun. We have jokes. All right, advantage Landaluce. First serve, the fault, second serve. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Landaluce. Drop shot, good by Lehecka, but Landaluce gets it and hits it straight into the body of Lehecka. Landaluce apologizes, but he holds. 2-1. 2-1 in the first set here. All right. What the hell? Anyways. Great shot from Landaluce. Right down the middle. Right up the middle. All right, back to Lehecka. All right. All right, Lehecka to serve. All right, as Landaluce here's a great return. 15 love. All right, first serve, default, second serve. As we get a forehand long by Landaluce, 15-0. First serve is a fault, second serve. Double fault, 15-30. Chance for Landaluce to get the break. 15-30. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Seven to the back of Landaluce for now from Lehecka, and Landaluce hits it out. 30-0. All. A great serve down the tee. 40-30. As Lehecka serves a fault, second serve. As with a 4-4 rally, up goes the line. Up the line from Landaluce goes wide, and it's 2-0. You think Landaluce has potential to be top 10? I don't know much about him. I don't know much about him either. All I know is that him and Alcaraz were sort of the next Spanish, the next big Spanish stars, and that he was being spoken about in that same way. He's only 20, so he's got some time, obviously. His best wins have come this week. Before this week, the best win he had was actually against Bellucci, the 68th player in the world. So this is by far his breakout week. He did play Shelton a couple years ago here. He played Popper in Cincinnati last year. So he has had some matches against top guys, but this is the first time he's beaten a bunch of them. So yeah, it's so hard. It's hard to know. It's hard to to judge off a week, whether or not he is he's had a fantastic run. But also we're in Miami, so we're going on clay. He should be good on clay, right? Most Spaniards are, but hopefully he can build on this, because before this week, He hadn't done much this year. He's 12-8, but like 7 of those matches are this week. So yeah, but it gives him a big boost in the rankings. That's going to help him, right? It's kind of like Eala last year when Eala had that run. She got to get into the top 100, and then that helped her ranking. Helped her get into the tournaments that were worth more points, and then kept her ranking high. He's number 105 at the moment, so if he does win this match, he will jump into the top 100 for the first time, all the way up to number 60. So he's 105 in the world. If he wins this match, he'll be 64 in the world. So this is a big match and worth a lot to his ranking. 15-0. Backhand rally. He's only 20. As a forehand inside-out winner from Landaluce, and it's 30-15. All right, 30-15. As with a backhand into the forehand of Lehecka. Landaluce slicing the net. 30-0. They've both had some chances. By the way, Amir, can you stop spamming? All right, what the fuck? Just leave it out the front. I'll come down and get it. Just leave it out the front. It's fine. 7 o'clock in the morning. What the hell? All right. Wrong number. Breakpoint Lehecka. Seven to the back of Lehecka. 4 now from Landaluce is a good shot. Slice Lehecka. Volley from Landaluce. Too good. Back to deuce. Saves another one. Or saves one. All right. Landaluce looks great. Those are some forehand angles. Yeah, he's hitting some crazy angles. All right. Deuce. Landaluce's already hit 8 winners for this match. Crazy. Is it a backhand rally? Up the line from Lehecka in the net. Something tells me Lehecka's going to get pissed off here and lose this match because he gets angry. Lehecka could lose this match because out of frustration. Serve is a fault. As we're backing up the line to the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand now from Landaluce as Lehecka forehand goes down the line to the backhand of Landaluce. Good shot. Lehecka slices it back. Landaluce drop shot. Lehecka gets there with a slice. Landaluce lob. Goes long. Deuce. All right, deuce. I made a fault, second serve. Serve to the back into Lehecka. Landaluce back into the front of Lehecka. Into the back into Landaluce. And then Lehecka hits it wide. Landaluce gets the advantage. All right, return from Lehecka. Into the front of Landaluce. Drop shot Lehecka. Landaluce's going to get there with a slice. Lob. Goes long, back to deuce. All right, we get the deuce. All right, first serve's a fault. Second serve. I made a double fault. Advantage. Advantage Lehecka. As we turn to the front of Landaluce, that's a great shot. Lehecka in the net. Back to deuce. All right, we get the deuce. Serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Serve and Lehecka's backhand goes wide on the return. God, this match is taking forever. Advantage Landaluce. Has it been 30 minutes for 4 games? Is that what I'm reading? His service games were for 9 minutes. Landaluce serves. To get the lead again. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve in the back end of Lehecka. Lehecka in the net. Landaluce holds. 3-2. All right. 3-2. I think Baptiste can trouble Sabalenka. Hard to win, though. Yeah, that's coming up later. That's coming up in like 3 hours. Lehecka is finished. Okay. All right, back to Lehecka. 30 minutes for 5 games. My favorite kind of match. Slow, grind, not much happening. Serve. Into the forehand of Landaluce. Landaluce hits it out. 15 love. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Serve to the back end of Landaluce. Return. Into the back end of Landaluce again. Forehand of Lehecka. Landaluce slice. Lehecka back in up the line. Lands in. 30 love. 30 love. Ah, 40 love. $40 love as Lehecka serves an ace. And he levels. After a marathon game, Lehecka wins a game in a minute. 3-all. Three all. All right, 3-all. Quickest game of the match. All right. All right, 3-3. 3-all. As the return goes into the forehand of Lehecka, backhand forehand of Landaluce, and Lehecka backhand goes wide. 15 love. All right, 15 love. As that goes to net by Landaluce, 15-all. As we're just serving the backhand of Lehecka. Landaluce goes to forehand of Lehecka. Lehecka hits it long, and it's 30-15. All right, 30-15. We had a fault second serve. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Landaluce, he hits it out, 30-all. I'll tell you, chat, there is no one in the crowd. This match has zero. Besides the Spanish fans being a little bit louder because Landaluce's there, but this is a very quiet atmosphere. Landaluce is 20. Backhand return goes for Landaluce. Backhand now from Lehecka. As Landaluce goes to slice, Lehecka in the net. Surprised you cover this match? Well, we cover everything from the quarterfinals onwards, so here I am. Here we are. All right. Landaluce holds 4-3. Resilience is Landaluce's middle name. We're going to be here for hours. Lock in, Cam. Thanks, Jay. I'm so excited. Thank you for telling me. I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun. It's been if it was a little bit quicker, it would be all right. But it's just this has been a bit of a grind so far. This is what happens, though, chat. This is unfortunately why there's going to be these kind of issues, right? When Sinner and Alcaraz are not going to win everything, we need to. This is going to happen, but we also need to get used to it. Because it's not good if Sinner and Alcaraz win everything, because otherwise we have this problem where we get a random match and we're all just kind of like, nobody knows what's going on, right? Nobody understands. Nobody knows who. Like Landaluce might be a top 5 guy in the future, but he's not there yet. So this is just a bit of a, Sinner and Alcaraz, or Alcaraz is gone, and everyone was kind of like. I'll tell you though, Landaluce versus Feast in the semis would be a great next gen clash. So if we do get that, I would be happy because that would be a great future clash, right? This definitely has a bit of a filler episode vibe, for sure. Just because we don't know how important Landaluce is going to be in the future. He might be, one of the next... put him in there with Fonseca and Tien and Menchik and Feast and Mickelson, right? He might be one of those guys, but we just don't know yet because we haven't seen him play against the top guys yet. He didn't get to play Alcaraz, right? He didn't get to play... who did he play? He played Hashanov, who's he's one of the guys, but he's not like a top 10 right now. He took out Korda, he took out Darderi. But yeah, had he have taken out Alcaraz, we'd probably be looking at this a lot different. And if he was playing Fritz right now, maybe that would have been a different conversation too. All right, 15 love. As Lehecka serves a fault, second serve. All right, 30 love. Nice hitting from Lehecka. As the return goes into the forehand of Lehecka. Landaluce backhand, the backhand of Lehecka. Landaluce backhand again. Into the backhand of Lehecka. Landaluce again to that. Lehecka backhand. Lehecka eventually misses. 30-15. Lehecka looks like he's about to freak out if he gets broken. All right, 30-15. All right, 40-15. 4-0. All right, 4-4. Back to Landaluce. All right, 4-0. As Landaluce 4-1 inside out to the back into Lehecka. Landaluce wins a point, though. Lehecka overhits at 15-love. All right, 15-love. As Lehecka hits a return long, 30-love. $30-love. And another fault from Landaluce. Second serve. As a return from Lehecka goes out, 40-love. $40-love. As the return goes out by Lehecka, Landaluce holds 5-4. Just FYI, Cam, Landaluce is pronounced with a C, sounding like a Z. Hard for English, I know, and the pronunciation of the E as in eh. So Landaluce. Is that better? It sucks because on the website they don't have him saying it, so I have to just go off what I hear on the internet, what I've heard from the umpires. So I can't hear it because the ATP haven't recorded him saying it. Usually they base it off that. Landaluce. Kind of better. Yeah. Until they say it on their website, I can't do shit about that. I'm trying. I thought it was Landaluce. I thought that too, but it's not. Hey, Sage! Welcome back. Thanks for becoming a member. This is a snooze fest. It's definitely slower than other matches. Landaluce. Landaluce. Well, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, I know I'm not saying it properly. We'll get it right eventually. The ladies' match was great. All right, 45 minutes. Lehecka's going to serve to stay in this set. First serve's a fault. Backhand rally. Landaluce goes into the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand of Lehecka again as Landaluce goes up the line. Lehecka backhand. Landaluce goes up the line with the backhand to the slice. Lehecka. Landaluce forehand. Lehecka pass. Landaluce with a volley winner. Love 15. Nice volley. Love 15. Landaluce. Haven't I been saying that? Or have I been saying C instead of se? Landaluce. Is that better? That feels better. As that goes out by Lehecka. Sorry, out by Landaluce. 15-all. Served in the tee from Lehecka's. Too strong. 30-15. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve to the front of Landaluce. Four now from Lehecka goes long. 30-all. This is where Lehecka needs to keep his nerve. 30-all. Serve. Out wide. Great serve. 40-30. To level at 5-all. Good serving. It's 5-all. 5-5. As Landaluce serves. Massive serve out wide. 15 love. By the way, they must have recorded his voice this week because this wasn't up there 2 days ago when I was looking to say his name. Because I went on this website 2 days ago to figure out how to pronounce his name and it was not up there. So they must have put this up there in the last 24 hours. All my internet fucked up.
Martin Landaluce.
Yeah, we're going with Landaluce because I'm not saying Thay because I'll bite my tongue, and that wouldn't be good for anybody. Landaluce. But it's Landaluce if you want to say it with the Spanish speech. 30 love. Landaluce goes to the backhand of Lehecka. And they go forehand to forehand. Lehecka on the attack. Comes to the net. But Landaluce hits a backhand. Oh, long. He went up the line. 30-15. All right, 30-15. All right, we got a fault second serve. And that goes out by Lehecka. Landaluce goes to 40-15. As that goes the net by Lehecka. And Landaluce keeps the lead. 6-5. First set. Almost an hour played. All right. All right, does anyone have any questions? Isn't the final on Saturday? The men's final's on Sunday. Women's final's Saturday. Men's final's on Sunday. So over the weekend, it's going to get really slow. We're going to watch one match every other day. Might rain too, which is going to be interesting. Next tournament after Miami, we're going to watch Monte Carlo in a week. No tennis next week. Next week is you can all go and go have some time, do something else. No tennis next week. Tennis is cancelled. I'm taking a week off. I'm celebrating Easter. I'm going on holiday to the nowhere. I'm staying home. Staycation. 6-5. Back air return goes to forehand of Lehecka. Forehand now from Landaluce into the forehand of Lehecka. Forehand rally, Lehecka. Now to the back of Landaluce. Back into Lehecka again. The forehand of Landaluce. Landaluce in the net. And it's 15-love. Serve to the forehand of Landaluce. He hits it out in the return. 30-love. All right. 40-love. Love. First serve's a fault, second serve. As we're 4 now from Landaluce. Great shot cross court. 40-15. 40-15. As we had a fault second serve. Backhand return goes to the backhand of Landaluce. 4 now into the backhand of Lehecka. As they go backhand to forehand. Landaluce puts it up the line for a winner though. 40-30. 40-30. We get a fault second serve. Turn to the 4 to Landaluce. 4 now from Lehecka. Landaluce slice. Goes long. We're going to the tiebreak. All right, who's winning the tiebreak? Who you got? As Landaluce serves. An ace. 1-love. As he hits a great serve, Lehecka. 1-0. Serve again, the back end of Landaluce. 4 now from Lehecka. Landaluce slice. Lehecka with a volley. Landaluce gets there, but hits a wide. It's 2-1 Lehecka. All right, 2-1. On serve. As Landaluce serves a fault, second serve. And then a double fault. All right, 3-1. Lehecka. So in the back of Lehecka. Return goes for Landaluce up the line. Lehecka gets it back, and then the drop shot in the net by Landaluce. 4-1 Lehecka. 4-1. Back to Lehecka. As the return goes out by Landaluce, they change ends. 5-1. Lehecka. All right, 5-1. He's in cruise control. All right, 5-1. Then an ace, 6-1. Great tiebreak by Lehecka. He's got 5 set points to take the first set. Five set points. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the backhand of Lehecka. Backhand of Landaluce goes to the slice of Lehecka. Landaluce back into the net. There's the first set. Wow. 7-1 in the tiebreak. Okay. Lehecka takes the first. 7-1 in the breaker in just over an hour. Cam, go to bed. It's 8 a.m., bro. Daryl. It's 8 a.m., bro. All right. First set in the bag goes to Lehecka. Yeah, experience in the tiebreak definitely shone as we get the bathroom break after that first set. Okay. First set lock. Let's see if Landaluce can come back and see what's up. 7.9 to a 6.9 performance rating for Lehecka against Landaluce. No break points against Lehecka. Lehecka converted 0 of his 4 that he had. But yeah, it was a pretty solid set for the servers. Yeah, Landaluce was actually not playing too bad before the tiebreak, but then the tiebreak he completely dropped his level. And yeah, 18 winners and 11 winners and 18 errors for Landaluce. 5 winners and 13 errors from Lehecka. So that's why we're not really... It's not feeling like it's been a great match. They both serve well, though. And Landaluce's forehand is definitely an issue. It's 12 errors on the forehand side. That's been an issue. And Lehecka served 7 aces. He has been clutch on the serve. All right. Ugh. Landaluce is a baby. Come on. Yeah, he's gonna get better. He's had a great week. I bet the house on Landaluce. Did you ask your mum before you bet her house on Landaluce? That's crazy. That's mad. Are you sure you're allowed? Did you ask your parents' permission? I'm woke. I only appreciate women's efforts. It's beautiful too. Okay. Cool, Mark. Congrats. If anyone other than Sinner or Zverev wins this title, it will be a maiden Masters title. Okay. It's like for Lehecka to pack his bags because Landaluce is going to take this in 2 sets. And 2 is... Okay. Well, players are coming back on court. And we'll see whether or not Landaluce can fight back. We do have Sabalenka versus Baptiste coming up in about 2 hours. So get ready for that. And then we will watch Paul versus Feast to end the day. And that will be the... and that'll be the end of the day. That'll be it. And we'll have the semi-finals for the ladies set. And the men's quarterfinals tomorrow. We got Sinner... Well, actually, the women's semi-final are tomorrow. The men's quarterfinal 2 are tomorrow. All right, Lehecka's coming back from the bathroom. And then we are ready to go. Thought Landaluce was going to win, did you? Well, yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay. Lehecka serves first in the second. All right, 15 love. As the return goes in the net by Landaluce, 30 love. $40 love. $40 love as Lehecka holds. And it's 1 love in the second. All right. All right, back to Landaluce. No breaks yet. I've had 0 breaks in this match so far. Hot topic on tennis YouTube channels and X is that Daria and Iga rumors are true and Swiatek clears the air. You think it will provide her to be number 1 again? I don't care. 1 love Lehecka as Landaluce serves. A fault. Second serve. As Landaluce serves again. Into the backhand of Lehecka. 4-4 rally. As that goes in the net from Landaluce, and it's love 15. All right, forehand backhand rally. Lehecka up the line. Landaluce gets it back. Into the forehand of Lehecka. Now Landaluce running for the drop shot, but Lehecka missed it. 15-0. By the way, Daryl, if, and again, it's none of anybody's business. Nobody's business. Nobody's business. So nobody should have a right to know. Nobody should interrogate Swiatek. But if that was true, it would not make things better, because then people would be like, well, they need to break up because she's a problem. It wouldn't change anything. People would still be like, well, she shouldn't be there because she's... It wouldn't change anything. People would make a new reason to hate on it, or to hate on Swiatek, or to give shit, right? I mean, it wouldn't change anything. That's why I think this whole thing is so pointless to talk about. Because, one, it's not anybody's business. Two, nobody knows at all. Like, people are just guessing, right? Making rumors, right? Rumor mill. And if it is true, what now? What then? What? Every time she loses, it's not like they're gonna shift the blame to somebody else now. It's gonna be like, oh, well, they're the problem. So it doesn't change anything. People are gonna still moan about the whole thing anyway. It doesn't make a difference whether or not somebody's private life is public or not. It's not going to change anything. The only thing that changes is if Swiatek does play better on court. I don't think what did you say? What were the words you used? Clearing the air on what? On her relationship life, which again is speculative. Nobody knows for sure. Everyone's guessing. It's none of anybody's business. People aren't going to change. Oh, well, that makes everything different. Now I can sleep at night. Like, it doesn't change anything. People are still going to talk shit. How many times did people... Like, look at the Badosa-Tsitsipas situation. That is the prime example of people blaming partners for losses. The public going, oh, well, the reason why Tsitsipas is losing so much is because he's with Badosa. Right? So it's just going to give people fuel to do it anyway. They're going to say the same shit. It's not going to change anything. People are still going to just talk shit. Doesn't change a thing. And again, this is all like if, and who cares? It's none of our business. I want to know who her next coach is. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm interested in. Who does Swiatek hire for her coach to help her game? To get back to her winning ways. That's who I want. I don't give a shit about anything else. And you shouldn't either, because it doesn't concern you or anybody. It's TMZ rumor bullshit. And it's annoying. I hate talking about it, obviously. Clearly, it's annoying. I think it's just so petty, it's so stupid. I hate it. Advantage Lehecka. Who's dating who? I don't care. Forehand goes in the back of Lehecka, up the line. That's a good shot. Slice from Landaluce goes in. Lehecka backhand cross court. Landaluce with a pass. Lehecka with a good volley. But then Landaluce puts it away. We're back at deuce. It's not going to change a thing. People think, oh yeah, well if I know this, then I will. What? People are going to be nicer? No, people are still going to be dicks. All right, back to deuce. All right, nice serve. Sinner's girlfriend seems mad toxic. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, nobody changes. Everyone's the same. See? People blaming partners for things with no evidence that they're even... Like, it's just stupid. No, DJ, I think you blocked that person. That's why you can't see it. It's public, though. Nobody timed them out. That goes in the net by Lehecka, 1-1. Yeah. All right, Landaluce holds. Ah, 1-1. Oh, you did see it. Okay. Ah, 4-4 rally as Lehecka puts it away, 15-love. Are we in Groundhog Day? I know. Somebody brought it up. Somebody said it. We're going to start banning the words. 15-love. I already talked about this the other day. And I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but somebody brought it up. Because it's a hot topic on YouTube and Twitter. Like, I don't fucking care. And and you shouldn't either. Like, that's the thing. You shouldn't either. You shouldn't care either. 400 rally. Landaluce in the net, 30-love. There's things that I don't care about when it comes to like tennis things, but I'll do a video about it because I think it's important. Even though I might not think it's important, I'm still like, this is important for the community. That shit is not important for anything. It's important for people that like that sort of stuff. But it's not something, I'm not making a video about that shit. Got nothing to do with me. And it also just fuels people's... people just get fucking angry about it. It'll just fuel people. It won't make it better. It won't make it worse. It'll make it worse. People just get pissy at some other stuff. 40-love. Just leave Iga Swiatek alone. Let her play tennis. Let her find a new coach. Leave her alone. Give her some peace. There's a backhand up the line from Lehecka as a winner. 2-1. Leave Swiatek alone. Get out of her life. Just stop being nosy. Stop being nosy. How can you be bored watching tennis? There's too much tennis. You can't. How do you have so much time on your hands that you can be nosy into shit? Like, get out of it. I like your attitude as far as Swiatek's case is concerned. Yeah, I mean, again, look, people love that drama bullshit, but I'm not into it. I'm not into gossip. I don't like gossipy bullshit. The only time we ever cover anything that's not related directly to a tennis thing is if somebody has a baby, because it's more of a congratulations. Or if somebody gets married or something, or gets engaged, right? Those kind of things. Those things are the only, as far as we get away from the tennis player, match plays, all that stuff, is when something happens, or a coach split, or whatever, right? But that's still related to tennis. But even then, I don't really talk about that stuff because so many people got married over the holidays. I don't care. I mean, I'm happy for them, but it's not like what I started this channel for. To talk about people's love lives. And now we're moving on. Landaluce is overrated. Bro, you put your house on him. That's why you're sad. Be better. All right, here we go. Let's go with the set and 2-1. You have such a great attitude and perspective, although I don't like the F word. Hey, look, so I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm Australian. We swear. Australians swear. We're casual with our swearing. We say it's part of our... Unfortunately, cussing is part of our... it's very... it happened... Everyone cusses in Australia, so it's just a part of the language. 2-1. Backhand goes out by Landaluce, and it's love 15. Roddick swears heaps too. Yeah. Oh, he won't be swearing on ESPN, or will he? Well, maybe he will. Yeah, it's part of the lingo, exactly. Yeah, but I get it. So I know that some people don't like it, but I it could be worse. Like, I try not to when I can. 4-1 rally. As we're 4 up the line at the backhand of Lehecka. Lehecka in the net. Landaluce 15-0. All right, serve again. Is a fault. As the return goes into the forehand of Landaluce. Forehand from Lehecka. Landaluce comes in with a volley winner. Nice. 30-15. Yeah, the Paul Feast match is coming up later tonight. All right, is it a backhand slice from Lehecka into the forehand of Landaluce? Forehand of Lehecka on the stretch. Landaluce backhand cross court. Lehecka gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. That's 40-15. Where can I watch the match? I'll tell you where you can watch the match. Scan this QR code. You can watch it on the new Tennis TV app. Go check it out. We're collabing with them for the rest of the year, so thank you for asking. Great question. Yeah, link down below as well. There's a link in the description as well. You can go click that link, send you to the app. We've got plenty of other features on that app as well, so check it out. You can watch Tennis TV over there. So thank you for asking. Good question. 40-15. As Landaluce serves the fault, second serve. Double fault. 40-30. $40-30. A7T 2-0. Two. Back to Lehecka. Still no breaks to serve. How many minutes left to finish this game? No, that's not how it works. Unfortunately, for tennis, we don't have a timer. It's just as long as it goes. So we could be still another 2 hours, maybe, potentially. Could be 30 minutes. There's no finish time. All right, Lehecka in the net, love 15. But you're new to tennis, so that's fair enough. It's a fair question. Yeah, there is no time limit. They play until they finish. Serving the front of Landaluce. Corner from Lehecka. Landaluce slice. Lehecka volley. It's too good. 15-0. All right, 15-0. All right, 30-15. Nice serve from Lehecka. All right, the return goes out by Landaluce, and it's 40-15. All right, Landaluce with a good return. The crowd go wild. This crowd is definitely a pro Landaluce crowd. All right, as that goes out by Lehecka, and Landaluce gets the deuce. All right, deuce. First serve's a fault, second serve. As with a backhand rally. Forehand from Landaluce into the backhand of Lehecka. Lehecka in the net. Landaluce's got his first break point of the match. Advantage Landaluce to take the first break of the day. Lehecka serves. To the back of Landaluce. Forehand Lehecka. Landaluce gets it back. Lehecka forward up in court. It's too strong. Landaluce hits a wide deuce. Letting this quarterfinal be played one day earlier is a clear advantage. How do you justify this, Cam? I'm sorry. It was. I'm sorry. I forgot where this was my fault. Deuce. We're at fault. I'll tell you, if I'm the one who's controlling the schedule, they're not paying me at all. So I'm not getting paid for this shit. So this is crazy. If I'm in control of the schedule, then Pegula wouldn't have played Raducanu first thing. Advantage Lehecka. You got to ask James Blake. You ask him. All right, advantage Lehecka. Dude's like shouting at me. How do you justify this, Cam? It's not up to me. So don't yell at me. As Landaluce hits a winner, we get the deuce. How are you scheduling this? Bro, if I was scheduling this, we wouldn't be watching this match right now. We would have already watched this match. All right. Back to deuce. Good serve down the tee. Lehecka comes in with a drive volley, puts it away. Advantage Lehecka. Advantage Lehecka. To take the lead back. First serve's a fault, second serve. As that goes the net by Landaluce, and it's a 3-2 lead for Lehecka. All right, 3-2. Okay. Landaluce is 20 years old, bro. Just about everyone needs immense, massive improvement at 20, except for Alcaraz. Well, yeah. Back to Landaluce. All right, Lehecka did well to hold there. It was his first break point to save. Landaluce serves again. Is it a fault from Landaluce? Second serve. Second serve. Is it a backhand rally? Now 4-1 from Lehecka in the net. 15-love. We do have an hour and a half until the next match with Sabalenka Baptiste. And then Paul versus Feast ends the day. I need Lehecka 2-1 for my $1,800 bet. Come on, 2-1 score. Ah, 15-love. As Landaluce serves in the back end of Lehecka, return goes wide. 30-love. $30-love. As Landaluce with a good serve. 40-love. He says another ace. All right. 3-all. Back to Lehecka. The crowd's going wild. All right, 15-love. Nice hitting from Lehecka. There's a bit of point in the net by Lehecka. And it's 15-all. As with a backhand into the forehand of Lehecka. Landaluce on the stretch gets it. Forehand again, winner by Lehecka. As he goes back behind Landaluce, and it's 30-15. And up the Sinner match is super early tomorrow. It's the first match on tomorrow. Landaluce making the semis would be a real fluke. I don't think he will play a Masters quarterfinal for the next 5 years. He's 20 years old. All right, 30-0. Bro, you're just salty. You're salty because you bet on him today and you're like, oh, he's losing me money. Don't pretend like you mean that. You're just saying that because you're crying inside. Pretending like Landaluce and good. You're coming in, you're just losing money. You're sad. Don't blame him for your terrible bet. Whatever you did. 30-0. It's not his fault. You bet on him or whatever you did. Or you bet against it. I don't know what you did. Don't be salty. 40-30. This isn't a betting therapy group, all right? We don't do that here. You live with your own bets. You go cry somewhere else. 40-30. Lehecka to go to 4-3. As the return goes in net by Landaluce. Lehecka holds to take the 4-3 lead in the second. Yeah, bro asking what odds. See, exactly. See? Make it too obvious, man. Lehecka is a fighter? Oh, yeah. All right, next couple of games are going to be huge. Let's see if Landaluce can hold his nerve. All right. I don't bet. Well, you're sounding like one, so just ease up. All right, back to Landaluce. Let's see if he can keep holding. Who you got winning? Sinner's going to win the whole tournament. Is that what you asked? Was that the question? Who's winning? Sinner's going to win the whole thing. I swear it's impossible to escape Betting talk or advertising for 15 minutes these days? Yeah. Hey, Martina Navratilova in the house. And the crowd is going nuts. And she's like, come on, everybody shut up. She's like, shh. What a legend. She's a legend, Martina. All right, 4-3. As Landaluce serves again. The forehand of Lehecka. Forehand of Landaluce up the line. Slice goes in from Lehecka. Good volley, but Lehecka forehand goes wide and long. 15 love. Sinner wins with or without dropping a set's a more interesting question. Yeah, but also, like, who cares? Like, he lifts the trophy either way. He lifts the trophy. Like, it doesn't matter if he drops a set or not. Like, if he drops a set and he still wins, who gives a shit, you know? Good forehand winner from Landaluce, 30 love. That don't matter, right? Do I gamble? Sometimes. But I ain't crying about it. 30 love. I don't make it it doesn't make me miserable because I don't do it. I don't do it for I do it for fun. All right, ace from Landaluce. I don't do it to pay my rent. 40 love. Cam is careless. Cam don't care. Yeah, that's why I woke up at 1 a.m. 40 love. Serving to the back end of Lehecka. Lehecka in there. That's a good service game. 4-4. You had Krejcikova win a great win a few years ago at Wimbledon. Yeah, I did. That was amazing. It was a long shot, and it was great. But it also didn't give me a false sense of achievement. You know, it didn't give me a false sense of, you know, oh wow, maybe I could make another killing. No, I was like, holy shit, that was crazy. But yeah, I do bet on sports, but just not. I put like $5 on, $10 if I'm feeling a little. If I got an extra bit of play money. But you also don't hear me complaining about it. 15 love. Is it a 4-4 rally? Lehecka trying to keep in front. And Landaluce hits the winner. 15 all. Just subbed. Who's your favorite player? I don't have a favorite player. I have a lot of favorite players. I have a lot of favorites. I like watching a lot of different types of players. 15 all. Lehecka serves a fault. Second serve. As that goes into the net by Landaluce. 30-15. $30-15. Serving the forehand of Landaluce. Landaluce in the net. And it's 40-15. Then ace from Lehecka. All right, he holds. 5-4. Lehecka leads. Landaluce is going to serve to stay in the match. All right. Hey, Brent, thank you for the 31 months. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 31. All right, let's see if Landaluce can keep this match alive. Prediction between Big Foe and Sinner. You know what I'm going to say, right? Right? Chat, what am I going to say? What am I going to say, chat, to that question? What am I going to say? What do you think my answer is to that question? 5-4. No. What am I going to say? Watch the video. Yeah. I made a video about it. Go watch it. What do you think? I make these videos for me? For fun? Because, well, I do, but what do you think? I make these videos so nobody watches and, you know, I just, you know, for shits and giggles? All right. Landaluce, 15 love. Yeah, watch the video. No spoilers, chat. I might have to make a new video now, so then I can change my answer so that people get surprised. I picked the Eala in 3. $50 love. I was going to backhand into the forehand of Landaluce. Forehand in the net by Lehecka. 30 love. Yeah, the answer will surprise you. 30 love. All right, 30 love. As Landaluce said, serves again. So in the front of Lehecka, return goes back into Landaluce. Front of Lehecka again to the front of Landaluce. Lehecka hits a forehand long, 40 love. We had no breaks in this match, by the way. $40 love. $40 love. Yeah, it's been a slow match. As the backhand return goes out, and it's 5-all. 5-5. All right, 5-all. Great serve, 15 love. $15 love. Then I asked for the video. That's funny. All right, return goes out, 30 love. $30 love. And the backhand return goes to the net. 40 love. It's been a strange match because it hasn't been two serve bots, but they're both serving very botty. Like 40-30. 40 love, sorry.
Keep up the good work educating us plebs.
Hey, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that. No, you guys aren't plebs. No plebs. As we're going to backhand slice into the forehand of Lehecka. Up goes a lob by Landaluce, and then a smash from Lehecka. Bounce smash. Landaluce gets us right with a forehand winner, though. 40-15. That was tough for Lehecka because he hit a decent smash. And if he went down the line, it would have been super risky and he could have missed, so... All right. 40-15. Landaluce was... He baited Lehecka to hit that. Backing up the line from Lehecka, that's too good. 6-5. Yeah, both are serving well. But they're not playing quick games. It's not like, the serve is dominating. They're playing long service games. There have been chances for both, but they just haven't been able to break each other's serve yet. It's not like a serve bot match where we're like, okay, ace, 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 blah, blah, blah. It's not as quick as a serve bot match. All right, Landaluce is going to serve to get to a second set tiebreak. Lehecka can turn matches into a coin flip, yeah. Are you doing any merch this year? I vaguely remember merch. We might do some merch. There is merch. You can go check out the store. If you want to get some merch, though, you can get this shirt from the Tennis TV shirt merch. Go check that out. I think if you just write Tennis TV merch, this will come up. So this is cool. It's not on the website, but it's not on my website. But you can get those tournament shirts from on the Tennis TV merch store. Let me put the link in the chat for that. Also, this mug. You want to check that out? Pardon me. Okay, don't stop making jokes about the flip camera, all right? It's getting old. We've been doing this for 7-8 years, all right? Get it? You don't. Come on now. Love 15. Well, Lehecka 3 points away. As the return goes in the front of Landaluce. Lehecka with a pass. Landaluce with a volley. Winner, though, 15-0. All right, 15-0. Nice work from Landaluce. As the return goes in the net, 30-15. As Landaluce serves again. Tiebreak score was 7-1 first set. Serve. Forehand of Lehecka. Landaluce to the back end of Lehecka. He goes up the line for a winner. 30-0. We haven't had any breaks in this match so far. All right. And he hits a great serve. 40-30. Clutch. All right. Landaluce to get us to a tiebreak. Cam's so sensitive about everything. Bro, you don't understand a joke. Do you not understand sarcasm? 40-30. Probably sits outside, yells at kids walking on his lawn. I would if I had a lawn. Damn kids. Backhand return goes to backhand of Landaluce. Landaluce has it wide. We get the deuce. All right, Lehecka's 2 points away. All right, deuce. Serve again. As the return goes into the corner, Landaluce. Lehecka with a pass. Oh, it's in! That's how you bring up a match point. Advantage Lehecka to get to the semis. What a passing shot. To get to the semifinals. Landaluce serves. A fault. Second serve. Serve to the back of Lehecka. Return goes to front of Landaluce. Oh, he hits a winner. He rips it inside in winner. And we get back to deuce. What a shot. Crazy. Match point saved. All right. Serve again. Out wide of the front of the Lehecka. Good return. Landaluce hits it long. And it's advantage Lehecka. Advantage Lehecka. Match point number 2. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Lehecka. Return goes in the front of Landaluce. Forehand from Lehecka. As Landaluce forehand inside out. That's a great shot. Lehecka's slice goes wide. Jeez, he is going after it. And then he just hit a tweener for fun. Back to deuce. Landaluce is ripping forehands to survive. Deuce. Two hours played, by the way, so far. 2 match points have been saved. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Serve at the backhand of Lehecka. And then Lehecka with a passing shot winner down the line. Another great pass to bring up a match point. Match point number 3 for Lehecka. To take his spot in the semis. Serve. Into the back of Lehecka. Return. To the back of Landaluce. Forehand from Lehecka. Landaluce with the forehand in the middle. Lehecka gets it back. Landaluce forehand again to the forehand of Lehecka. Lehecka hits it long. Back to deuce. Another save. We're back at deuce. 3 match points saved. Remember, we had no breaks in this match. Yet. Return goes in. The front of Landaluce. Oh, he hits it long. That was a bad miss. Advantage Lehecka. Match point number 4. To get into the semis of Miami. Serve. Into the front of Lehecka. Return goes into the front of Landaluce. Lehecka backhand. To the front of Landaluce. Again, the back of Lehecka, but Landaluce hits it long! Lehecka gets the win! As he puts his hand to the ground and then he goes like this. Oh, they're not even cheering for me. All right. Lehecka gets it done. He backs up the win against Fritz. But I'll tell you, we'll keep an eye on Landaluce as we get to the clay because it might not be the last of him. He's just only 20 years old. Breakout week. I'm sure he can play on clay. Europeans always do. Have some clay court chops. But Lehecka backs up the win against Fritz, and he also didn't get broken for the entire match, so good serving as well. And he'll take on the winner of Paul and Feast, who are playing later. Solid win. GG's. We've got about an hour until the next match, so we've got some time. Yeah, Lehecka's only 24. He's got time to do shit too. Yeah, Sabalenka's coming up in an hour. But yeah, good win from Lehecka. That was a tough one. The crowd was against him, or the crowd was for his opponent. He wasn't getting much love. And then, yeah, had to fight. That was a tough match. Yeah, Mark, we don't do that here. We don't talk about that kind of stuff here. Lehecka hasn't been doing much until now this season. Yeah, he's been injured though. Like that's the thing with Lehecka, right? He's had some really decent results, but he just gets injured a lot. You know, it's kind of like Quarter. You know, it just sort of gets injured a lot. So injury free, he's dangerous. I'm betting my house on Arena. Let's go. Okay. I feel like no one should bet their house ever. But wouldn't be surprised if Lehecka won a Masters this year. Yeah. It would be very surprising if he won this Masters because he'd have to beat Sinner. But if Sinner beats Zverev and Lehecka played Zverev in the final, maybe there's something there. That's all good, Mark. Yeah, we part of this channel is to forget about those kind of things, like, completely forget and pretend like nothing's going wrong. That's the part of the stream that I like the most. Is yeah. Glad to see that Lehecka at this level. Landaluce will definitely improve over the year. Oh yeah, he's got a crazy serve. I mean, him and Alcaraz and Hoda is like this next Spanish, Davis Cup winning team. Crazy team. Yeah, exactly. Give us a break from all of that. Exactly. Lehecka was on his way to win Madrid, then he got injured. Well, yeah, he got injured there too, didn't he? Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways. We have an hour until we get to the night session. So we've got Sabalenka taking on Baptiste. Winner plays Raducanu, and then we're gonna see who who we're gonna see play against Lehecka, because we've got Paul versus Feast. So that is the schedule for later. Sinner is playing Monte Carlo after Miami. I'm ready to see Swiatek on clay. Yeah, me too. Carlos should skip Monte Carlo, in my opinion. Yeah, if he doesn't need to play, he does need to play for points, but yeah, especially because he's got Monte Carlo, Barcelona, Madrid, Rome back to back to back. He doesn't really have a break for that 6 weeks. He plays every tournament 4 weeks in a row, right? 6 weeks in a row. So yeah, because he's not going to pull out of Barcelona. I guess Madrid, he doesn't have to play Madrid. So if he plays Monte Carlo, Barcelona, doesn't play Madrid, plays Rome, he could do that. But it's leaving a lot of points on the table, especially when Sinner is trying to catch him. Yeah, Djokovic is playing Monte Carlo at this stage, yeah. Plus, he has Roland Garros at the end of it all anyway, exactly. No worries, Belinda. Yeah, load management, exactly. If Sinner wins Miami and Monte Carlo, who's back to number 1 before Rome. Well, that's probably part of Alcaraz's team's thinking too, waiting to see how Sinner does. Because if Sinner loses tomorrow, then there might be a bit more of a gap that he doesn't have to defend Alcaraz. So it's only if Sinner wins Miami that he's probably going to have to weigh up whether or not losing the world number 1 is worth a risk, in Monte Carlo, right? Because Sinner's playing Monte Carlo if he's healthy. So why? So he did what? So he did skip Monte Carlo. Why? Who skipped Monte Carlo? Who's the Cinderella player for Miami Open, WTA and ATP? Well, it's got to be, at this stage, Landaluce and Baptiste, right? Because they're the two that have come out of nowhere to get to the quarters. So it's got to be those two. But yeah. Anyways, I'm going to send you over to the next one. We've got Sabalenka Baptiste coming up in about an hour. So I'm going to go and get some fresh air and then come back and do it all again. And then we've got Paul versus Feast as well. So go check that out. We'll be back in a little bit. But good win from Lehecka. That was a tough match. That was a tricky match. Landaluce has beaten some big names this week, so Lehecka doesn't add to the list, and he is into the semi-finals of Miami. So, yeah, Good win. We'll see who's going to play later because Paul Feast is coming up in a couple hours. But I'll see you guys in an hour for Sabalenka.